Well, hello there. It's so good to have you here. I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, something that's a lot like designing a home. It's the idea of planning. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Planning can sound a little rigid, a little beige. But I see it differently. I see it as drawing up the blueprint for a life you truly love. It's about being intentional. It's about taking all the beautiful, messy, wonderful pieces of your life and giving them a place to shine. Just like a house needs a strong foundation, our days, our weeks, and our years need a little bit of structure to feel like home. When Chip and I first started out, things were chaotic. We were juggling so much: a new business, a growing family, and our own dreams. It felt like we were constantly just trying to keep our heads above water. It was in those moments that I learned the quiet power of a simple plan. It wasn't about controlling every single second. It was about creating breathing room. It was about knowing what mattered most so we could pour our energy into those things. Planning isn't about restriction. It's about creating space for the moments that truly matter, the spontaneous joys and the quiet connections that make a life beautiful. Think of your life as an empty room. It's full of potential, isn't it? You can fill it with anything you want. Without a plan, you might just start throwing things in. A chair here, a lamp there. Soon the room is cluttered and you can't move around. It doesn't feel peaceful. But with a plan, a design, you choose each piece with intention. You create pathways. You let the light in. That's what planning does for your life. One of the first things you notice when you start planning is that a little bit of calm starts to settle in. That feeling of being overwhelmed, of having a million things swirling around in your head, it begins to soften. Writing things down gets them out of your mind and onto paper, where you can see them clearly. It's like taking all the laundry out of the basket and sorting it into piles. Suddenly, that mountain of clothes doesn't seem so intimidating. You know exactly what needs to be done. This clarity is a gift you give yourself, and it's the first step toward reducing that daily hum of stress. This newfound calm naturally leads to something else, more time. Or at least it feels like it. When you're not constantly reacting to whatever pops up, you're in the driver's seat. You get to decide where your precious minutes go. A simple plan for your day helps you group similar tasks together, which is always more efficient. You're not jumping from answering emails, to starting a load of laundry, to making a phone call and back again. Instead, you create little pockets of focus. This focus is what helps you get more done, leaving you with more time for a quiet cup of tea, or an impromptu story time with the kids. With less stress and more time, your productivity just naturally blossoms. It's not about hustling or rushing through your day. It's about working smarter, not harder. When you know your priorities, you can tackle the most important things first, when your energy is at its peak. This creates a wonderful sense of accomplishment early in the day. It builds momentum. You start to feel capable and in control, and that feeling is what fuels you to keep going. Productivity, when it comes from a place of intention rather than pressure, feels less like a chore and more like a creative act. Ultimately, this foundation of planning is all about creating a more joyful experience of life. When you're not constantly worried about what you're forgetting or what you need to do next, you can be more present. You can truly listen during a conversation. You can notice the way the afternoon light filters through the kitchen window. You can savor the taste of your morning coffee. Planning clears away the mental clutter, the noise that so often distracts us from the simple goodness that is right in front of us. It builds a sturdy foundation upon which a truly joyful life can be built. Let's talk about work. Whether you work in an office from home or for yourself, your workday is a huge part of your life. It deserves to be designed with intention. The first step is to get clear on your goals. What do you need to accomplish this week or this month? Don't just think about the tasks. Think about the outcome. Instead of write report, maybe it's finish the quarterly report to help my team plan for next season. Seeing the bigger picture gives your work meaning. Write down 3 main goals for the week. This becomes your North Star, guiding your daily decisions and keeping you focused on what truly matters. Once you have your goals, it's time to block out your time. I love this technique. It's like framing a wall. You're creating the structure for your day. Look at your calendar and block out chunks of time for specific tasks. Maybe 9 to 11 in the morning is for focused work on that big report. No emails, no interruptions, just you and the task at hand. Then, block out time for meetings, for answering emails, and even for a real lunch break. When you give every part of your day a home on your calendar, you're less likely to get pulled off track by distractions. A home should be a place of rest, a sanctuary from the outside world, but so often, it can feel like a second job. The secret to transforming that feeling is a little bit of home planning. It starts with simple daily routines. These are the anchors of your day. Maybe it's making your bed as soon as you get up, starting a load of laundry after breakfast, or doing a quick 15-minute tidy up before bed. These small, consistent habits don't take much time, but they prevent the mess from piling up. They create a gentle rhythm for your household that keeps things running smoothly without a lot of effort. In the busyness of life, it's often our relationships that get the leftovers of our time and energy. But our connections with family and friends are the true heart of a beautiful life. They deserve to be nurtured with the same intention we give to our work or our home. This means being deliberate about scheduling time together. It might sound unromantic to schedule a date night with your spouse or a coffee with a friend, but it's the opposite. It's a way of saying, you are a priority to me. I am carving out this time specifically for you, and I am protecting it. Money can be a source of stress for so many of us, but just like any other area of life, a little bit of planning can bring a whole lot of peace. The first step is creating a simple budget. A budget isn't a punishment. It's a plan that tells your money where to go instead of you wondering where it went. The first part of that foundation is an emergency fund. Life is full of surprises. A car repair, a leaky roof, an unexpected medical bill. Having 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved in a separate account means these surprises don't become full-blown crises. The key is to create a simple, unified system that works for you. You don't need a dozen different apps and notebooks. Find 1 or 2 tools you love. As you build your master plan, remember the importance of a flexible mindset. A plan is a guide, not a cage. Life happens. Planning isn't about creating a rigid, unbreakable schedule. It's about building a strong, flexible framework that can withstand the inevitable surprises life throws your way. In the end, this journey of planning is about one thing: freedom. It seems like a contradiction, but it's the honest truth. When you have a plan, you are no longer a slave to circumstance or the tyranny of the urgent. You are free from the constant, low-grade anxiety of what am I forgetting? You are free to be present with your loved ones. You are free to pursue your dreams with intention and purpose. You are the designer of your days. So I encourage you, start today. Start small. Draw up a simple blueprint, and watch as you build a life that is more peaceful, more joyful, and more beautiful than you ever imagined.